But should have turned right at crossroads just before this bridge, but instead he carried straight on, injuring 3 passengers. A man, Miles Amos, and his wife Francine received head injuries, and together with another woman, they were taken to hospital in Croydon.
And I heard this big crash, and with the crash I went forward and struck my head to one of the poles in the bus. 5 of us were sitting in the bus downstairs, and one guy, he went crazy, he was so upset. But the others, they seemed to be all right.
Signs clearly point to the height of the bridge, which is 12'9". The height of the bus is 14'9". The bus will face a thorough examination for faults tomorrow, but an initial inspection has shown no mechanical failures. And now the London General Bus Company have launched an inquiry into what happened.
The driver has been with us since July 1991 and is very familiar with the route, so I can't offer any explanation at all at this time.
Relatives of a doctor murdered in her North London flat have flown to Britain. Dr. Joan Francisco was due to visit her sisters at their Los Angeles home on Boxing Day. Police found her body after she failed to check in for her flight. Louise Bevan reports.
The young doctor was found strangled at the foot of a flight of stairs at her basement flat in exclusive St John's Wood. Joan Francisco, who was 27, was a high-flying career woman. She'd been due to start a new job at the Royal London Hospital in Whitechapel in the new year. Her mother raised the alarm after she failed to turn up as arranged before flying off to Los Angeles to visit her sisters. People living in the area have been horrified by news of her death.
At this time of year, it should be animal to kill like that. Even the animals, they don't do this thing. It's terrible.
You don't normally hear things like this in St John's Wood. I mean, it's so quiet and people respect one another.
Police who went to the flat also found the back door open and a bedroom ransacked, though the rest of the flat appeared to be untouched. The indications are that this was a burglary that went terribly wrong, though detectives aren't discounting other motives. Meanwhile, Dr. Francisco's sisters, who she was due to visit in America, have flown home to England to comfort their mother. In St John's Wood, this is Louise Bevan for London Tonight.
Meanwhile, 3 men face a second day of questioning tomorrow by police hunting the killer of a Luton taxi driver. Shabir Khan was stabbed to death in a fight at one of the town's cab ranks yesterday. The cruel side of Christmas was exposed today. Battersea Dogs Home opened its doors to unwanted pets after the holiday break. Ken Hayes reports.
These puppies were dumped, unwanted and unloved. They're now among more than 700 dogs currently living at Battersea Dogs Home. The pre-Christmas warnings against giving pets as presents don't appear to have sunk in.
Really before Christmas we took in 3 or 4, maybe 6 dogs a day, and then suddenly today we had, what, 20 by the first hour and a half by midday, and then I think we're up to about 42 now.
But the home was doing a brisk trade with potential owners.
We lost our dog a couple of months back after 14 years, and we thought people would be returning theirs after Christmas, so that's why we're here.
After Christmas, when all the dogs were thrown out, so we thought we'd come and give a dog a home.
The home says only dogs that pose a risk to humans will be destroyed, or the others can stay until someone says they want them. This is Ken Hayes for London Tonight.
And finally tonight, a touch of American football for a London soccer crowd. Cheerleaders took to the pitch at Loftus Road at half-time in Queen's Park Rangers' game against Southampton this evening. 4 teams battled it out in the finals of the London Parade Carlton television cheerleading contest. The winners were the stage-struck Pomettes from Sutton. They'll take part in a parade in Paris on New Year's Eve, followed by a New Year's Day parade in London. That's it tonight. We're back tomorrow morning with bulletins in GMTV from 6:15. Good night.
Carlton Weather, sponsored by Legal & General, providers of life and pensions.
Well, we have a wet and windy night in store, but we will get some more showery weather edging in from the west before dawn. Tomorrow then, it's a mixture of sunshine and showers, the high 10 Celsius, but watch out for those gale force winds. Bye-bye.
The old firm's back.
Who pulled it?
Can't help you.
To pull something like that, you need certain key personnel.
Nick?
I've got a corpse in my flat.
It's not our corpse, it's just our flat.
You're looking after a hole in the head, you are.
Should no violence. Well, you've got my vote.
Leslie Grantham is back in action next Thursday at 9 on Carlton. 99-1.
There's top film action here on Carlton this Thursday when Brian Dennehy is a tough cop into narcotics in the TV premiere Body Heat tomorrow at 9:15. But now, The Fly.
After the Father came the Son, and an abomination was born. The Fly 2.
You could finish your father's work. You're as brilliant as he was, perhaps even more so.
I want this to happen.
Of course, I want it to happen.
The Fly 2, a movie premiere, 10:40 next Wednesday on Carlton.
Well, next, on a more sobering note, a roundup of the best of the weekend's NZ League Cross soccer action.
Brilliant Persil Whites. Bright Persil Colours. A fantastic Persil offer. The Persil Power Persil Colour Twin Pack. Buy one and get the second half price. For load after load of great Persil results.
To clean the grease in your kitchen, there's Jif Micro Liquid. Now with its new improved Micro Power. Just one capful in a bucket of water, and compared with big bottle cleaners, there are no streaks when it dries, so it shines brighter. And on greasy dirt, its performance is dazzling. Improved Jif Micro Liquid cleans to a bigger, brighter shine all around the home. That's the power of Jif.
Mark, he's a great bloke. Someone you can trust, you know? A really generous guy. Great bloke. I mean, last Christmas there were these two kids. He gave them a Christmas they'd never forget. He killed their mum and dad. He'd only had a quick one. Thought he was okay to drive. Oh yeah, a great bloke.
Hello, dear. Hi, Rosemary. Oh, I'm just putting the finishing touches to the chicken and pasta bake you thought George might like.
Did you think George would enjoy meeting a few of my old bowling club chums?
Yes, I'm sure.
Oh, good. I've invited them round for lunch today.
Members of the jury, I give you Exhibit A, a jar of Oxo-Mediterranean tomato sauce, the alleged blunt instrument. Meanwhile, extra sauce. As we've got the place to ourselves tonight, shellfish with a Mediterranean marinara sauce.
Room for two more.
Evening.
Alison, get me Exhibit A.
Plenty of sunshine heading my way.
In the Air to a Summer Sun brochure, there are thousands of free child places. Plus, every adult price is now reduced.
If you're planning a holiday abroad and you want to get off on the right foot, choose to fly from London Stansted Airport. It's now easier to play golf in Portugal, ski in the Alps, snorkel in Spain, promenade around Paris, mosey on down to America, or simply sunbathe in the Med. Because this year you can fly to over 70 destinations with more than 100 tour operators. So put your foot down. Insist on London Stansted.
Another year, another nightmare. He's back. This time, he's taken over a whole skyscraper.
Ice. Now how the hell could that happen?
Carol Ann knows.
God. He found her.
The New Year Holiday Monday movie at 10:50 on Carlton. Poltergeist 3.
Well, we've another movie in 45 minutes. It's the comedy Some Girls, about the romantic ups and downs of a student who finds fun with three very pretty sisters. Action to come. First, the best of the action from the weekend's NZ League Football Extra.
Ensley League Extra is sponsored by Ensley, providers of motor insurance. We're in a league of our own.
You are the number one.
Week 20 and we've got all the Christmas crackers. But of course it's all